Let me say something that I think is going to be a little bit controversial about minimalism. When I originally started focusing on a minimalist lifestyle, I really was focusing on the number of items that I had. But that is not my personality. I still want to be a minimalist, but still have beautiful things. So this year, I am really focusing on continuing my minimalist journey, but also still having a wish list. So I would say my controversial take is that you can be a minimalist and still wish for certain items, or to have a wish list, or even to create a vision board. But I think the difference is that when I talk about my wish list, which I'm going to do, I want to say that my wish list is really filled with gaps, upgrades, and creating an experience. I have really focused on this. I've thought really hard about this. That's why I didn't do it in January. I've really thought about this. I wanted to share my 2026 minimalist wish list as a woman in midlife who values luxury, intention, and alignment. So let's get into it. I have my list right here. Actually, let me find it. Here's my list. So I also wanted to add, as a woman at midlife, what being a minimalist looks like to me. And I'm going to keep saying this on repeat. It's quality over quantity, experiences, not excess, and timeless over traditional, and filling gaps over duplicating things. It's not the past where I had blue button-up shirt, 3 of them. Like, those days are long gone. It's really about intention. So the first thing that I have put on my wish list for 2026 is a Chanel handbag. And this is actually the first time that I've put a handbag on my vision board. And I'll show you my vision board right here. And my vision board has Chanel Classic flap on it, but I am really open to either this year getting a Chanel Classic flap or a Chanel Trendy. Those are the 2 handbags that I've been looking at. And what has really stopped me over the last couple years of getting that handbag, and I will get a secondhand. I will not get it new. It will be a secondhand purchase. And what has really hindered me from purchasing it is the fact that I just haven't found one under $5,000. And I refuse to spend over $5,000 for a handbag. And I know even that sounds ridiculous. So I've been looking on the secondhand site. So hopefully I will be able to find my Chanel for under $5,000 sometime this year, because that is on my wish list. And that is just to fill a gap of a handbag style and a handbag that I've wanted for a very, very long time. The second one is also a handbag, because if you know anything, you know that I am handbag addict. And the other one, this is also on my wish list. I would get my Chanel before I get this one, is a Celine Classic Box Leather bag. And as you can see, it's 2 very similar styles, and I have been able to locate this bag in very good condition under $2,000. It's just, I would prefer to save that $2,000 and continuing to save till I have $5,000 to get my Chanel handbag. So the Celine Classic Box Leather bag will continue to stay on my wish list, but the Chanel would come first. The third thing is leather thong sandals with a little heel are definitely on my wish list for 2026. And again, I've continued to look for them. I have found a couple pair that I am considering, but I just want to make sure that if I do purchase it, I purchase it in the sale. I am not willing to pay full price, or I'm looking to find something secondhand. The fourth thing is, there's this brand called, I think it's called Hammi or Hammi. Maybe it's pronounced Hammi. And I saw this robe, of course, on someone else, and I instantly was like, I want this robe. However, to be totally transparent, I already own a green robe, which I wear all the time, and a linen robe that I wear in the summer. So I would have to say there is no real need for me to get a third robe. My thought would be, I would really like to take my green robe and bring that to work when I get dressed at work. So I get dressed at work 3 days a week. And I would really love to have a robe in the changing room in my office. So my thought process would be I would bring the green robe as my travel robe, and then the Hammi robe or Hammi robe would be the robe that I would have as my everyday home robe. That's how I'm thinking about that. It makes sense to me. Maybe it's girl math, but it makes sense to me. The fifth item on my wish list, and hopefully this could be something that could be gifted to me, but it is the Kilian Don't Be Shy perfume. I have purchased this perfume in a travel size, and I've also purchased the dupe from Dossier, and it has to be my favorite fragrance. I get the most compliments on it. I love it. However, the bottle is over $200. So again, I have been looking to purchase it secondhand. I've seen the perfume sold on eBay. I've even seen it sold on Poshmark. So it's something that I may buy a secondhand bottle of. Something that I would really like to add as an additional fragrance that I don't have in my current perfume collection. It is really that marshmallow smell of Kilian Don't Be Shy is my favorite. I love that marshmallow smell, and I feel like not having it because I've used the Dossier up, I've used my travel size, so I really feel that gap in my fragrance lineup. Really would like to add that back. Another item, number 6, is headphones. And the brand does not matter. I purchased, where are they? Find it. I purchased these headphones maybe 3 years ago. And as you can see, I wear things down. I don't know why I got this light color. It's dirty, it's messy, it's peeling. And they still work. There's no issue with them. This would not be something where I would say that I would need it right away. Maybe I'll add it to my Christmas list or my birthday list of gifts, but I would just really like a new pair of headphones. These have really gone through it. And this is something I'm thinking about adding to my wish list. These are the Bowers and Wilkins. These are probably the best brand of headphones that I've ever had or purchased. These were very expensive. I think these had to be like $500. I'm not gonna lie. I think these were very expensive. And then for them to get in this condition over 2 years has made me really recognize that I do not need to spend that much money on headphones. They've got to be good quality. But to be good quality does not necessarily equate to something being expensive or high priced. You can find good quality stuff at a low price. The 7th thing that is on my wish list is buying some original art for our home. We are currently going through a remodel and we do not have a lot of art in our home. So I've really been thinking about, instead of going to Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or Amazon even and buying art, I really would like to be intentional with my art and support an artist locally within the DC metro area. So I would really like to buy some original art. These are some pictures of some ideas that I have that I think would be really nice in our home. So for this year, I would really like to buy some original art. That is on my wish list. Another thing is, it's called the Catchall, but I do not have anything right now where I can put my jewelry on my dresser or in our bathroom. So I really would like a ceramic jewelry catch-all that I can have in the house where when I take off my rings, I can put it in, I don't lose them, I keep track of them, just something like that. I would love to find something secondhand, something that is maybe either, I don't know if antique is the right word, but definitely something that's not new, not from a website or anything like that. Like, I really want to find something that's been used, antique, has history, but is beautiful and tells a story that I can really put my jewelry on and use it and love it. So they're called a little catch-all. So that would be something that I would definitely like to get this year as well. I have never been to Niagara Falls. I would like to go on the Canada side. I've been to Canada once, and I would like to take that trip with my husband. We did not have a honeymoon, and I really would like for us to take this time this year to go to Niagara Falls, have a little honeymoon. Yes, it'll be 1 year later, but I think that would be something that we would both enjoy. It's a place that we have never been, and I would like for our honeymoon destination to be a place that we've never traveled to before, that we could experience together. The 10th thing is dance lessons. I have found a dance studio. I have not gone just yet. As a kid, as a teenager, within my college years, I always took dance lessons. I took ballet, tap, and jazz. And I would like to bring that back. Not just from a fitness perspective, but when you are taking dance lessons, it gets your mind working. You're thinking through the steps. You're thinking through how to do it. You're working hard. You're not just doing the physical exercise of dance, but you're also doing the mental as well, of learning choreography, all those things. And I really want to bring that back in my life. I think that it's really been lacking as of late. And yes, I go to the gym almost every day. I probably go to the gym 5 days out of the week. Not that I'm getting bored with that, but I want to mix it up. I want to do something a little bit different. And I think bringing dance back into my life will bring some added value of the fitness, but also bringing back something that I really love doing, and that is dance. And the last thing on my list, that's on my 2026 wish list, is to take French lessons. So I'm gonna confess something, and this is just for you and me. Do not tell anybody else. But I have been trying to learn French for many years. I have taken, as an adult, I have taken French lessons 3 times. I have taken it virtually during the pandemic. I took in classroom. So I've taken French 101 3 times. And maybe I'm a glutton for punishment and I just keep doing it, but I feel like one day I'm gonna crack it. One day I'm gonna crack French. So it definitely is on my bucket list to continue to learn French. And one thing that I've done, I've already started it, is that I've signed up for Duolingo. And I've been doing the short lessons. I'm just doing 10 minutes a day. I also want to figure out ways that I can put myself in situations where I am speaking French. And I know there are some French groups and stuff like that. I know there's some meetups, things like that, that I definitely want to add to this. I think it's not just doing the Duolingo, but also putting myself in situations where I need to speak French. So that's also on my 2026 wish list. So that is my 2026 wish list. If you are in midlife and trying to balance wanting beautiful things without over-consuming, what is the one intentional thing on your wish list this year? I would love to hear it. And I just want to reiterate, minimalism at midlife isn't about shrinking. It's about refining. I don't want more, I just want better. I want better quality, better experience, better alignment. If you enjoyed this conversation about midlife lifestyle, make sure that you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I post weekly content on midlife, living, skincare, fashion, intentional living, self-discovery. And if you want deep reflections and behind-the-scenes thoughts on minimalism and midlife, you can join me on Substack, where I do an article once a week called Midlife Diaries. You can also find me on TikTok for shorter versions of everything that I discuss here today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.